We are going to learn allotropy. Allotropy is a property by which an element can exist in more than one form that are physically different and chemically similar. The different forms of that element are called as its allotropes. Okay, children? So, allotropy is a property of an element in which that element can exist in more than one form. And those different forms are similar in their chemical properties and dissimilar in their physical properties, and those different forms are called as allotropes of that element. What is the cause of allotropy? The main cause for allotropy is the method of preparation, the method of formation of those elements. Different elements are formed at different conditions like temperature, pressure, light. So these varying conditions result in allotropy. So the main cause for the existence of allotropy is the method of preparation or formation of that element. What are the allotropes of carbon? The two main categories of allotropes of carbon are crystalline and amorphous. Diamond, graphite, fullerene, graphene come under the crystalline allotropes of carbon, whereas gas, carbon, charcoal, coke, lamp black, all these come under amorphous allotropes of carbon. Among all these allotropes of carbon, diamond is considered to be the purest allotrope of carbon because it is homogeneous in its state. Its chemical composition is homogeneous. It has got only a single phase, and so diamond is considered to be the purest allotrope of carbon. Can a diamond conduct electricity? No, a diamond cannot conduct electricity because it doesn't possess any mobile electron in it. We know the valency of carbon is 4. We know that carbon is tetravalent. In a diamond, each carbon atom is surrounded by 4 other carbon atoms, and the tetravalency of carbon is completely satisfied. So the structure of diamond is tetrahedral. It has got no mobile electrons to conduct electricity. So diamond is a non-conductor of heat and electricity. Which element doesn't show allotropy? Bismuth is the element that doesn't show allotropy. Bismuth is the element that doesn't show allotropy, or that doesn't exhibit allotropy. This is the structure of graphite. In graphite, each carbon atom is bonded to 3 other carbon atoms through covalent bonds in the same plane. Okay, so in graphite, each carbon atom is surrounded by 3 covalent bonds. So it has got mobile electrons to conduct electricity, and graphite is a good conductor of heat and electricity. In graphite, each carbon is surrounded by 3 covalent bonds, and these covalent bonds are present in a single plane, and this arrangement forms hexagonal layers. Many hexagonal layers are produced, and these hexagonal layers are present in the form of layers, and one layer is bound to the other layer by weak van der Waals forces of attraction, and that's why graphite is very soft and slippery. It is also opaque, whereas diamond is hard, heavy, and it is transparent. So graphite is very slippery, it is very soft to touch and it is easily breakable, mainly because of the presence of weak van der Waals forces of attraction between one layer of graphite and the other. Okay children. The main differences between diamond and graphite. In diamond, the carbon atom is present in sp3 hybridized state, whereas in graphite, the carbon atom is present in sp2 hybridized state. Diamond is the hardest substance, whereas graphite is very soft, slippery to touch. In diamond, each carbon atom is surrounded by four other covalent bonds. In the case of graphite, each carbon atom is surrounded by 3 other covalent bonds. In diamond, the structure is face-centered cubic crystal structure, whereas in graphite, the structure is a planar structure. Diamond is transparent, it is very heavy, hard, whereas graphite is very soft, slippery to touch and it is opaque. Diamond is a non-conductor of heat and electricity, whereas graphite is a good conductor of heat and electricity. So these are the main differences between diamond and graphite. This is one of the crystalline allotropes of carbon called fullerenes. Fullerene is the third crystalline allotrope of carbon and it is known as Buckminster fullerene. It looks like a saucer ball and it is also called as buckyball. It has got 60 carbon atoms in it. Fullerenes are made up of 6-membered and 5-membered rings. Various kinds of fullerenes are available with carbon atoms ranging from 20 to 540. Okay. So we have got varieties of fullerenes. This fullerene is called as Buckminster fullerene or buckyball or C60. Carbon 60. It has got 60 carbon atoms and so it is called as C60. This is diamond. Diamond has got 4 covalent, each carbon in diamond has got 4 covalent bonds. Diamonds are hard, heavy and transparent, having tetrahedral structure and they are non-conductors of heat and electricity. This is graphite. We are familiar with graphite because the pencil leads are made up of graphite. In graphite, one layer of hexagonal is bonded to the other hexagonal layer by weak van der Waals forces of attraction, and so graphite is slippery and it is opaque. It is easily breakable. Thank you, children.